Yes, ladies and gents, so welcome to this vlog. This is the first one that I'm doing in English actually. The last one was in Swedish, but I got a lot of people that wanted me to do in English as well. Currently we're in Bali right now. I just rented a villa together with some of my business partners also. Like, it's very fun because, you know, we always dreamt about this when you were younger, that you have like some e-commerce guys, you have some people that is doing like, you know, different type of models, different type of business models, but you all just rent a villa in different countries. You go there, you travel, you work. We have one of the guys inside right now just sitting and working as well. Some of the other guys are still at the gym. So like the routine is always the same, no matter what country it is. It was one thing that Drake said also, you know, it's nothing called a vacation when you're working online. It's more like workation, because it's just, you know, same work, but in different countries, different routines, different gyms, but it's like the same thing anyways. And this is not the first day either. You guys see that I'm already red as a tomato. So yeah, I'll be taking you guys with me, just sharing a little bit from the insights of how it is to work online. And as I mentioned in the last vlog, like regardless of whatever business model you're in, I definitely think that you should look into something that can create a lifestyle that you want. Because in the end of the day, like if you can work online and you have a passion for what you're doing, you can basically be wherever you want in the world. So take care. So it's currently Saturday night over here in Bali, and the reason why we are sitting right now on a Saturday night is because of the time differences and everything. It's crazy, but like to be on this part of the world, or whatever you want to say, I personally don't like it, because I always need to stay up to date, and a lot of the times with the time zones and everything, it's a little bit crazy with your schedule. You don't have like the same that you have when you're in Dubai or somewhere else. And this is how it is like on a Saturday. People might think, you know, we're going out and party and, you know, doing all this different stuff because they see on social media, you know, you're traveling, it looks like you're on vacation all the time, and, you know, all those different things. But this is what we're doing. We're buying some snacks and sitting and watching the news and discussing different perspectives because of the different businesses that we're in. We all need to stay up to date with the latest news. So like this is raw footage from how it is on a normal Saturday night, what we're doing down here in Bali. Because if you have the latest information and you take action on that, that's really what can separate you from staying at an average level, or if you want to compete with the high performers. So you always need to be on the latest information and take action on it. So yeah, this is it. This is it.
Tell me who that nigga if it ain't me. If it ain't a party, then it's finna be. Never had a problem that I couldn't solve. It must be official if I get involved.
Yes, guys, so it is officially morning now, and we are right now going to play some paddle. Going to show my Swedish paddle skills. So
think my mama's gonna save me. Maybe I'm not flying, but I'm floating. If we're not headed to the top, where we go.
yes, guys, so we are back at the villa right now. The paddle didn't go as planned, so I took a 2 days break, because I get so fucking angry when I lose in sports. But now we're back. I got the massage. I've recovered from the loss, and we're right now sitting and just looking at the charts, doing a little bit of deep work. And I also wanted to share, because some of you have been asking also about what specifically, like from the last video, what specifically is it that you are doing right now currently, and do you have multiple different income streams and so on and so on. And one of the things, like, I didn't think about sharing it because it's like doesn't make any sense for the person probably watching on YouTube right now. It's not going to help you anything, but it could be interesting to see a little bit maybe. So currently we're working on a project called X Invest. I'll show you here. So X Invest is a type of hedge fund that we're working together with some very, very successful investors and traders that have years of track record. And we have been also developing an AI, because everybody is talking about AI. And the one thing that we have been developing, if you are into crypto, for example, you probably know about CoinGlass. So what we did was that we got so you can basically get the API from CoinGlass. So basically all on-chain data that you can find out there. It is around like $8,500 a year. But then you can basically get all these professional data that you can have. Then you can fetch all this data into an AI with AI learning. And then we have been running back testing and everything. So it basically tells us with all the statistics, all the like on-chain data, when is a good time to invest. This is more of an investment tool. And actually we have got, like just today, Monday, we have got the indication that it is a pretty good area right now to start investing. It's not predicting the bottom, but you can use this, for example, what I'm doing, I'm using this, and the same thing, you know, whatever strategy, if you're into trading and investing and everything, you should have confidence. Don't just trust one thing and listen to one thing. But for example, I personally believe that we're going to come down around this area. We're currently sitting at 67,000, and we got the indication right now that it was actually on ETH that we got it, not on BTC, but on ETH. We got the indication that now is a great time to invest. So it is currently sitting around $2,000 when we got the message from the AI and everything. I personally believe that we're going to tap down a little bit more, but you don't want to, when it comes to investing, you don't want to like try to always pick the bottom. And that's very important, because what you should do is that you should have a strategy behind it. So right now, for example, personally, I would say that I'm around 70% of my portfolio is invested right now in crypto, in my crypto portfolio, and 30% is still sitting in cash, because I still believe that we are going to go down lower and everything. That's a little bit of the insights that we're working on right now currently. Maybe not too interesting, maybe it is interesting. Life is wake up, work out, try to get a tan, eat good, have fun, and in the evening you go out, eat together with friends, just having a great time. So yeah, that's basically it. Yes, guys, so it's another day right now, and I actually going to call up one of the customers that has been using our free group chat. He has got some great results for the last I think just a couple of days. So I'll just record a little bit when you guys will hear his experience as well. It's going to be in Swedish though.
Tja!
Tjenare! Allt bra? Typ $500 ish. Och hur mycket profits har du gjort under den här veckan nu som du har kört?
Men det var $5, lite numerologi också. Och totalt då så gjorde jag av de här 500 som jag satte in, så tog jag ut 900, ja nästan $1,000 på första veckan.
Let's go, let's go. Och det var ju det jag nämnde till dig också, att Yes, guys. So once again, I've been a little bit off when it comes to recording, because for me in life, I would say one of the most important things, at least for myself, I would say is the privacy. That's the reason this goes a little bit against the things that I'm doing right now, you know, with YouTube and even having social media and so on. But there is also like a risk to reward in my head. If I do that and, you know, share some type of knowledge to some people, maybe I can help another like 2, 3, 4, 5 people to make their first 6 figures or something like that. And that could be worth it for a small period of time instead of being in my comfort zone and not, you know, being out there. So just wanted to share that. But it was actually a quote that I heard, not really a quote, but like an interview thing, and that really made like a lot of sense when I heard it, and something that I agree upon a lot. Because a lot of the times I get the questions like, what is the most important thing? Is it to have money, to have knowledge, to have network, and so on? And that was actually the question. So this guy, he was interviewing or talking together with a billionaire, and he asked, what is the most important thing? Is it money? Is it network? Or is it knowledge? And this guy, he then responded, he said, I think money is the most important thing. And he said, that's wrong, because if you have a lot of money, you will just try to pay your way to winning, and eventually you will run out of money and become bankrupt. So then he said, okay, so then maybe it's the knowledge, because you cannot buy knowledge just with money itself. But if you have the knowledge how to actually do things, that's maybe the reason why people become successful and how you can scale up. And he said, no, that's wrong, because if you there is some of the smartest people in the world, they are broke. They don't have any money. They don't have any opportunities for them, because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't have the money or the network, it's impossible for you to really scale something anyways. So then he said, okay, so what's the answer then? He said, the network is the most important thing, because if you have the right network, you can then access money and you can access knowledge. So money itself cannot really help you because you don't have the networks and the knowledge. Money cannot bring you into certain rooms. You need to develop yourself to become a person. That's why when a person asks like, okay, so what should I do to get a specific type of network? The answer is always take a look at yourself. It's always to reflect, because you need to become a person to be able to attract these type of individuals that is worth having in your life. So if you want to be a person who have a phenomenal network where you can just say, hey, I have a great investment idea, and then you can just basically fundraise, or you get some knowledge how to scale up a specific business, what you should do right now. If you want to become a person who have a network like that, you then need to develop on yourself. You need to focus on yourself, read more books, get more knowledge, do everything that you can do right now. Focus on your health. It's basically free. You can focus on your health, try to eat good, go to the gym, work out, and then read. Get knowledge, study. As I talked about on the other vlog as well, like who do you listen to? What do you actually want to get knowledgeable within? If you want to become very good at history, for example, find someone out there that have the results in knowledge a lot about history, about not only the winning side, from history, but also knows a lot about history from different angles, different perspectives, and then start studying that guy. Can you actually come close to that guy? Maybe he's going to an event that is based in a specific country. Okay, what can you do to go there? Invest some money, go to that place. Maybe you meet someone. And that's how you start to build a network. It really isn't that hard, to be honest. It's just that people just don't believe, I think, that having the right network is the most important thing. So we had a mastermind down here in the villa that we're at right now, and there were a couple of people that said, I want to make $100,000 this month. And if you really, really, really have a specific goal that you want to reach, a lot of people know what they should do, but they're afraid of taking that step. If you sit down with yourself right now, you're sitting home in Sweden, you're sitting in Norway, Denmark, wherever you're at, right? You say that, I really want to start making money online, I really want to scale a business. Sit down with yourself, write down a list of all the assets, opportunities that you have around you, all the people that you know that have reached one step further than you. Write down everything that you can, basically. All the opportunities that you can think about. And start reaching out, start talking, start showing that you want a change. If you would do that, that person would connect you to this person, that person would connect you to this person, and then suddenly you sit there and you have a business opportunity. If you just really have that desire, as I talked about in the last video as well, if you just have that desire, everything starts with a desire. If you have a real desire, I'm sick and tired, now it's going to be the change. I guarantee you, that a change is going to happen quicker than you ever thought. Yes, ladies and gents, so currently we are sitting right now on the beach. Let me show you just very shortly how it looks like. And it's Thursday right now, finishing off this week with 4,000 euros, and tomorrow we're actually going to go for some swim with dolphins. So we will definitely take you guys with us and try to film a little bit from that as well. We've been trading a little bit. Today I lost money. That's usually what I do when I try to record the stuff. It always looks like I'm losing money. But yeah, for the week in total we're up. Peace out. So it is officially the day when we're going to swim with dolphins, and this is way outside of Simon o'clock. I think it's like 5 a.m. or something. Last time I woke up this early was when I was working as a carpenter, building something borta I Jörn. If you know, you know. This is usually when I go to sleep. Wish me luck. Guys, so we are currently on the boat trip here and trying to find some dolphins, but it's a very nice view actually. Morning sun, sunrise, everything. It's very nice. There we have them. Yes guys, so this vlog is going to an end because I'm currently going to travel to another country right now. Haven't been too much of a like structured vlog, and yeah, like I've just been freestyling a lot within this vlog. It's not too much value. It's just more like a lot of people were asking like how does it look like when you're traveling around to different places and so on. So that's what I was thinking, just recording a little bit of this. So yeah, it's really not just like more complicated than this, the things that we're doing on this vlog, as I think I will show like some clips. I don't know if I caught all of that, but we were down like $30,000 for the first week or something like that. But then we also recovered up, and that's the life of trading and investing. Like you're down one week, you're up another week. But the most important thing is that you don't get emotional about it. You just keep basically following your game plan and everything. So yeah, this is how you lose $30,000 on a trip to Bali. So I hope that you got some type of entertainment from this vlog. See you guys.